.295 hitting average.
So Moana hits it long this time. Hawaii will benefit. 9 will serve 13 here in the first set. So Hawaii needs to go on a run here. The Tele serves. Dug up by Jupiter. Bateman sets up for Moana. And she hits it out again. Hawaii cuts the lead to 3.
Again, watch how that first pass is for USC. If it goes beyond that 3-meter line or right around the 3-meter line, that middle attacker is out of the play.
Satele serves it long for Hawaii. Back to a 4-point deficit.
That's what Dave Trojans is trying to do with his server. He's trying to get him to serve tough enough so the setter is pulled off the net, and SC only has 2 options instead of 3 or 4 options.
Gina Urango has come in to serve now for USC out of Los Alamitos, California. She puts it into the net. Point for Hawaii. Back to a 3-point deficit.
Urango, SC's second leading acer and one of their better servers.
Maeda will come in and serve for Hawaii. 11 serving 14. Gets it over. That ball dug up by Fuller. Joust at the net. Put over by Danielson. USC hitting the ball over is Williams. Williams right in the middle, looming up over everybody. 15-11 USC. Bateman serving for the women of Troy. Maeda. Mafua, step out, Hartung.
There's the quickness that Hawaii has to execute tonight. From pin to pin, get those tall SC girls moving from side to side. And that time, it's clearly Hartung the quicker between the attacker and the blocker.
Maeda, Kai Hua serving. And that's hit down by Hewitt on that overpass.
Great serve by Kai Hui, which forced that overpass. Easy tap down by Hewitt.
Kai Hui serving again. Dug up by Jupiter. Ball is mishit that time by Williams. And USC can't get any altitude at all. Fuller was able to get to the ball, but she had no way of getting that ball up where everybody else could help her.
USC's been so dominant in this tournament so far. We haven't seen them really scramble a lot. They just dominate at the net.
14 serving 15 now. Overpass Hewitt. That goes off the elbow of Jupiter, and we are tied at 15. So Hawaii's been able to come back from a 4-point deficit. We are tied in the middle of the first set. Hawaii leads the series over USC 22-16.
And they've had their number the last 5 years, kicking USC out of the NC2As 3 of the last 5 years.
Kai Hui serving, tied at 15. Hawaii looking for the lead in set 1. They go outside to Jupiter, and right there is Hewitt and also Danielson. That double block was very effective.
After a poor start, getting down 4-0, and getting down another 3 points later on, Hawaii really coming on strong right now.
Kai Hui, that ball tumbles over the cable and down. And Hawaii leads by 2, 17-15 here in the first set. Hawaii has scored 6 straight. Kai Hui continues to serve. Hagelin, that ball is hit over by Williams. That will be returned. Step out, that time by Hewitt, and she hits it right into Fuller. Fuller on the solo block.
Nice block by Katie Fuller, the sophomore, opposite that time. Mafua not happy that she set that ball too tight.
Olgard has come in to serve. Hewitt, step out again. This time it works. She hit that ball right by Wahine Moana.
That time to set a little bit more off the net. Hewitt had a little more swinging room. Got a chance to really take a good, healthy swing at that one.
Mafua to serve for Hawaii. Hawaii leading by 2. Mafua hits it deep, but there is Wahine Moana. Ball is hit over by Fuller. Hawaii will scramble. Kai Hui getting it over is Satele. Advantage USC. Edwards goes outside to Fuller. And Fuller is able to hit it off the block. Point for USC. It is 18-17. Getting into the crucial points of this first set. Hawaii has been able to come back twice. They have led briefly. Ball comes over Ka'aihui. Mafua, Danielson off the block of Fanoi Moana. Only a single blocker up that time. It was Fanoi Moana.
I think they left a single blocker because Fanoi Moana is Fanoi Moana, #1 recruit in the country. A freshman, but a 6'4" imposing figure up front.
Serving is Danielson. Hawaii leading by 2. Danielson gets it in. Haglin. Ball is hit over again by Fuller. Fuller going down the line.
And Katie Fuller, after a slow start on night #1, came on stronger on night #2, and now is averaging a couple kills a game and hitting almost 200.
Fuller serving for USC. Dug up by Ka'aihui. Mafua to Satele. Down the line by Fanoi Moana. And that ball is off Haglin.
That set that time much more in Satele's wheelhouse. Mafua located it much better along the net and gave a little bit of distance off the net as well.
Rayla Goodman comes into the game into the front row for Hawaii. That serve is out.
Hewitt normally a good line drive server the last couple nights. That one there, ball just got away from her. She hit it wide.
So Satele will come back into the front row for Hawaii. Serving is Fanoi Moana. 19 serving 20. Dug up by Danielson, overpass, knocked down by Jupiter, but she hits it out. Big mistake for USC. Hawaii back to a 2-point lead. 21-19 in the first set. Coming into the game for Hawaii is Alex Griffith, 5'6" junior from Seal Beach, California, and she will serve for Hawaii.
Fanoi Moana had a terrific serve that time that forced the overpass. Should have been a point for SC.
Ball hit over by Fanoi Moana, dug up by Ka'aihui. Satele. Ball is hit over by Danielson. On her knees to save it that time, Fanoi Moana. Hit over by Jupiter. That save by Danielson. Ball is hit down and then blocked. Ball was hit by Weber, and it was blocked by Garrett.
What a dig by Ka'aihui to keep that rally alive. Mafua, pretty good set for Weber. Weber took a nice swing, just a better USC block.
20 serving 21. Jupiter serving into the net.
Second time tonight that Durango's put one into the net. Normally she's a very steady server, one of their top acers. That time, middle of the net. Twice in a row. Nick Haley not happy with that.
Maeda serving for Hawaii. There's Jupiter. Jupiter pounds it off the block. It goes out.
If anybody on this court wants to redeem themselves, it's Alex Jupiter after last year's performance where she had 4 kills, 6 errors after being named All Pac-10, honorable mention All-American.
Bateman serving for USC. That ball comes over. Bateman with a great serve, but that'll be 4 hits. Danielson.
But Hawaii playing with a lot of energy right now. A lot of it's coming from this crowd. Terrific 7th man, so to speak, or 7th person, I should say.
Serving is Ka'aihui. She has been the most effective of Hawaii's servers in this first set. Back up by Jupiter. She gets the back set, gets it over. One-handed save by Ka'aihui. Maeda. Ball is hit over by Danielson. USC will come back. That ball off of Satele on the hit by Fuller.
There's Ka'aihui. A Wonder Woman in the back row. Nice dig with one hand.
Mafua, step out. Hewitt by Fanoi Moana again into the back row, just in front of the back row. And we have Aloha ball in the first set. Hawaii leading 24-22.
If you'd asked me maybe 15 minutes ago if I thought Hawaii would win game 1 after they were down 4-0 and then down 7-3, holy cow.
I turn to you and say, it's not over yet.
That's true.
Serving is Mafua, dug up by Fanoi Moana. Ball is hit over and down by Fuller. Fuller has the hot hand for USC, 24-23. Hawaii still has an opening here to win this first set. Dave Shoji off the bench again. He puts in Satelli, replacing Goodman. Haglund has to get this in.
Probably going to try to serve Danielson, serve her deep.
Guy Hui, Mafua. Ball is hit over by Satelli. That'll be returned Hawaii with another opportunity. Outside Satelli. That's dug up by Haglund. Ball is hit over. And not hit over, excuse me. Up there ready to hit the ball over was Fanoi Moana. And she hit it into the set, or rather into the net. So Hawaii wins the first set 25-23. An amazing comeback by Hawaii. They were down at least 4 twice in the first game, and they came back to win it. That's the first set that USC has lost in this tournament. The 210 AVGA coaches poll, this is number 21 through number 25. All of these numbers are now subject to change going into the week tomorrow. LSU, Northern Iowa, Long Beach State, Arizona, and San Diego.
In case you missed the first part of the game, Elizabeth Kai-Hui, really the hero of game number 1. She served 11 times, and I believe 9 of those were for points. Brittany Hewitt comes up with 6 big kills.
So Hawaii down by 4 at the start of that first set. They're also down by 4 in the middle of the first set, and they came back. They were able to get a 2-point lead, and they rode that all the way to the end.
And they held Jupiter to 0-0-0, 2 kills, 2 errors, and they held Fanoi Moana to a negative percentage, 2 kills, 3 errors, hit negative 143.
So Bateman will serve for USC to start the second set.
Let's see if Bateman goes after Maeda again. Maeda, after a little bit of a shaky start, really calmed down, passed the ball brilliantly the rest of the first set.
Kai-Hui, Mafua. Ball is hit over by Hartung. USC. They just kind of tip it over. Hawaii with the advantage here. Back set. Hartung unable to get it to the floor. They go to Fuller. Maeda in the back row. Ball is blocked after that hit by Danielson. Credit Fuller. Good solo block by Fuller, handling Danielson. And it's 1-0 USC.
With Fuller at 6'2" and Lauren Williams at 6'4", that's a tough block to go over for Kanani.
Bateman serving, dug up by Kai-Hui. And there is Hartung, the Rainbow Wahine freshman. Hartung from Los Alamitos, California.
And you were just saying during the break, it could be the story of the freshmen tonight. You know, which freshmen on either team are going to really come through or get nervous and scared.
Kai-Hui is serving. Bateman gets it to Williams. That's saved by Danielson. Hewitt gets it over. That's blocked back. Good elbow save by Hewitt. Keeping it alive is Mafua. Kai-Hui to Danielson, and she just massages that ball off of Jupiter.
You know, Danielson had some valuable time this summer playing with the national team. She's now graduated all the way up to the A2 team. That's one level below the Olympic team. And I think it's made her a better player.
Kai-Hui serves it long, and we are tied at 2. Second set. Here's Jupiter. Dug up by Maeda. Danielson pops it in the air. Ball is hit from behind the 3-meter line by Satelli. Fuller blocked. Danielson and Hewitt. Hawaii leading 3-2. Serving is Mafua. Gets it in. The ball dug up by Haglund. Ball's hit over by Jupiter. That's dug up by Mafua. What a dig. Mafua again. Kai-Hui. Danielson goes cross court. Gets it out of the reach of Haglund.
And how about the defense was Danny Mafu that time taking